Welcome back to MHTN. Time now for Lifequakes. How can you overcome a fear of opening up and taking the first step toward healing? This viewer writes, she's been considering therapy for a while, but the idea of opening up to a stranger about her deepest issues is terrifying. She knows she needs help, but she's not sure how to take that first step. Her fear is holding her back from getting the support she needs. How can she overcome her fear of therapy and start her journey toward better mental health? We're going to bring in Dr. Jude Black. So that is scary.
It is. And I would start by just validating her. She recognizes that what she's doing just isn't effective. And she's actually contemplating trying something different. And as humans, we really don't like change, do we?
No.
We don't. I would encourage her. I tell people that fear and bravery walk hand in hand. The difference is bravery is being scared to death and doing it anyways. I would start by just asking yourself, what are some things I could do to explore what therapy could be? Whether it's calling your insurance and seeing who local providers are in the area, or even looking on, like a therapy site like Psychology Today and watching videos of the therapist. We actually can upload our videos and see things, from real time and learn about what their specialties are. Give yourself some options of things you could do and then pick one. And maybe challenge yourself by saying, what's the worst thing that could happen? Okay, I'm afraid, but I can quit if it doesn't work. What's the best thing that could happen? Perhaps it's you find the tools and the skills and the resources that are going to give you a life that, has meaning and you're able to navigate through these challenges in your life. So again, I would say, try to reframe a little bit. Even though it's scary, I will do this. Even though this is uncomfortable, I will try this. It's letting both the feelings and action hold space and really reminding yourself that you deserve to be happy. You deserve to have the life that you would want.
I love that. A friend once told me, you don't have to create the symphony, you just have to touch the piano keys today. That's it. So,
Oh, I like that.
oh, you can borrow it.
I will. I love that.
So, my question for you, though, is these little baby steps, do you give yourself a timeline to do it?
I do believe that having a timeline would be helpful because otherwise you can find yourself on a loop of maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. If you give yourself bookends like when I start and when I finish, you can put action in between it. And this is only just a blip in your life. You're going to have the next bookends. And this just gives you a foundation that you can begin building up and out. So I would definitely encourage her to put a timeline on it. Maybe you start with, let me give myself a week to explore my options. And then the next week, let me make a couple phone calls or send a couple emails. And then the next week, let me just schedule a consultation or an intake. And then the following week, let me sit with myself and decide, is this effective or do I need to try something else? Give yourself permission. Finding the right therapist, I often reckon it to finding the right pair of shoes. Sometimes you have to go through a lot of try ons in order to find that good fit.
That's so true. Well, that is a good formula for progress.